the incident all happened right inside the front door.
Yeah.
And so his body was never moved from that location until it was found later that morning.
Do you know, based on reports, how long he had been dead? Is there an approximate time of death?
I would say that he had been dead for, let's see, and I don't have the figure. He wasn't dead very long.
Okay.
Or, let me put it this way, it didn't take him that long to die.
Okay.
So I don't know how to say that and not sound gross to you, but it looks like from the evidence that we had that one of the males, they got into a fight. He was knocked down. He put his knee in his back, which caused him to suffocate. While they were tying the cords around his hands and feet. Now, I cannot tell from the autopsy report whether he died instantly right there or if he died after they had left.
Well,
I cannot tell that.
Let me ask this. I mean, the cause of death is neck compression, but you just mentioned a knee to the back. That doesn't make sense to me.
Or setting on him or something is what the coroner said, because he wasn't strangled. There's no indication of strangulation. What they're saying is the coroner believes that they were trying to hold him down and he couldn't breathe, and that's how he died from the asphyxiation of them being on top of him.
And how did
they were on him or a knee? Something put a lot of weight on him that kept him from breathing.
All right. Hi, this is Kathy Allen.
Oh, hey, how are you doing?
It's a bit rough right now. Thank you for asking. So the way the prosecuting attorney, relayed to me the information in the report, it just from him, and Emily just read it. It sounds like it's not clear. Like their suggestion is that maybe they were sitting on his back, or maybe they had a knee in his back, or maybe they had a knee in the back of his neck. And I'm just wondering, if you recall those details from the report, is it possible to be more precise in this kind of, post-mortem process? What did they do?
In my personal opinion, I believe there was somebody had their arm, forearm, or something around your father's neck. That's what he's dying from. Those other things could have been happening, but I think that those are things that are just whole associated type things. That's just a struggle, somebody holding him down. In the end of the day, I think someone put this report a long time ago. The findings that I saw in the body at that particular time was more suggestive of a neck compression type, choking. And I don't want to say choking means different things to different people.
Yeah.
So in my community, don't get hung up on what I'm trying to keep it in layman's terms so it makes sense.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is there's pressure that's being applied to the neck, in my personal opinion, like a wrestling move, where someone's trying to restrain someone by the neck by either putting their neck area like within the elbow and then coming around and clenching and squeezing off. That's what I personally think is going on in this situation, but I can't say that definitively because an autopsy doesn't tell me exactly what someone did to someone. It just lets me know that what they're potentially suffering from. So there's lots of things that it could be, but in my personal opinion, I feel that makes more sense due to the pattern of injuries I was seeing on the body.
Okay, so that I wanted to ask next. Patterns of injury in his body. So in his neck, you could see that there was evidence of some kind of choke.
I think what I remember, there was more on the outside of the skin. There are things called petechial hemorrhages, and that's something that you see in situations where someone has applied pressure to the neck, like with strangulations, things of that nature. So those types of features were the most prominent thing that I recall seeing. You guys have the report in front of you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you look at the injury section.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure how I described it, but I don't remember what I saw in the soft tissue of the neck. But I do remember there were hemorrhages on the outside of the skin, and that's more consistent with me with some type of asphyxial process.
Yeah, you note patchy areas of hemorrhage present within the deeper soft tissues of the neck near thyroid cartilage.
Okay. All right. So by me saying that is then there is hemorrhage in the neck, and that's something that's probably going to come through some type of external force and not something that has to do with the body itself. So someone has applied pressure to that particular area, and that's what's generating the hemorrhage that I'm seeing in that particular situation.
So how does that how is that consistent with the positional asphyxia idea?
Positional asphyxia. Positional asphyxiation is something different. Asphyxiation is purely the lack of oxygen going to vital tissues. I didn't say it was positional.
No, I know you didn't. I thought that someone else had said that.
That's the best.
Okay, well let's just rewind real quick.
Yeah.
Just to create a premise or a baseline.
Yeah.
I'm the medical doctor.
Yeah.
So somebody interpreting my results, I have problems with prosecutors talk to other people about my reports. They didn't go to medical school, they're lawyers. So
Right.
They haven't talked to me about it, and nobody's ever talked to me about this case in particular. As far as I'm concerned, whatever they told you, I probably would take it with a grain of salt. So
Understood.
me telling you what I'm saying, you're getting the skinny, the lowdown of the medical terminology trying to be broken down in layman's terms. So anybody who told you this was positional asphyxiation, they're wrong because that's not the right terminology for the situation.
Okay.
It's asphyxial, as I told you before, lack of oxygen going to vital structures. And the reason that the asphyxiation occurred is because someone applied pressure to your father's neck. That's what's going on here. It's not a positional thing. It's an asphyxial thing due to pressure of another human being putting pressure to his neck, choking off and starving his body of oxygen going to his brain and to other vital structures. That's what's going on here.
Okay, thank you for that clarification. It's hard to separate my rational brain from my family brain, but I'm trying.
No, I understand. I mean, you're going through something very serious, and so that's fully acceptable. So don't be ashamed to ask questions. I appreciate you actually reaching out to be concerned.
Yeah.
So
I kind of wish I had reached out a long time ago because you're telling me that they did have a chokehold on him.
Well, not necessarily. He can't say that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't say for sure, but it's consistent with some type of hold being around his neck. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but I don't know for sure. So the death certificate, there's like I said, it's an asphyxial process, and there's some type of compression to the neck. The most likely thing would be is that someone had their arm, and the middle portion of their, the
and what I'm facing tomorrow, this, they were charged with felony murder because my dad died while they were committing a burglary, and the prosecuting attorney has decided to agree to a plea deal where felony murder is being downgraded to involuntary manslaughter, and I'm obviously very upset about this.
I understand it, but unfortunately for myself, I'm a totally separate jurisdictional entity. I have nothing to do with the legal system.
I totally understand.
So they do things that works for them, unfortunately.
Yep.
So that's that. But I sympathize and empathize with you. I totally understand where you're going and what you're dismayed about.
Yeah.
I totally understand. I see it all the time.
I'm hoping that the judge will reject the plea deal, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. And Emily has another question.
Oh, right. Is it usual that in a case of this type that the prosecutor or anyone else would not confer with you? That surprised me that they didn't do that, and I was just wondering if that's sort of SOP or if that was something that was unusual.
That's a good question. If I were an attorney, this is me talking off the record now.
Yeah.
This is me talking to you how I am as a person.
Yeah.
If I don't understand something and I'm supposed to be quote unquote trying something or trying to figure out what something is, I would talk to the pathologist. Now, if this is an individual who believes they understand medical terminology and understood everything in my report, and they had a claim as a doctor, or they're an attorney who's had so many years of experience that they've had multiple cases like this, well, they don't necessarily have to talk to me because it makes sense to them. But I would talk to the doctor just to make sure that I was understanding everything, but I'm not every person. So
yeah, understood.
And there's no law saying that they have to talk to me. So
Okay.
if they feel they understand it good enough, then that's what they're going to roll with.
And that's their choice.
And that's totally their choice, and no one's going to say, oh, well, you need to make sure you talk to the doctor in the future before you come bring these cases to the judge. Now, for them, they probably should do that just so they can make sure they got all their I's dotted and their T's crossed.
No kidding.
But there's nothing forcing them to say that they have to talk to me.
Okay, I got it.
I plan on telling the prosecutor tomorrow morning before the hearing starts that I spoke with you and that you say that there are injuries on my dad's neck that are consistent with the action that you described.
But at the same time, we don't want to put you in a position
Right.
where you're going to be in a bad position. So if you would rather, we can also just say with that we hope that he will confer with you.
That's fine.
And I'm sure this is not your first rodeo.
No, and this is what happens is now if now all of a sudden he can, it's the process. If now he gets cold feet and he wants to talk with me, and then now maybe I'm supposed to come out to say my side of things, that's not going to happen on a short order. I'm nowhere near where court's going to be tomorrow, and I don't show up like that.
Oh no, not tomorrow.
So if something were to happen, this is going to get delayed, and it could be delayed into the foreseeable future.
Well, and that's our best outcome at this point is for the judge to reject the plea offer and for then it to have to go to an actual trial where there's actual depositions and actual discovery, which at this point there hasn't been much of.
Right. And I guess at the end of the day, it's going to be up to the judge. So
right. That's exactly right.
Obviously, the defense attorneys and the prosecuting attorney's office have come to some deal, and they're willing to accept it. So it's up to the judge to make the call. So I don't mind. It is what it is. You can tell them that you spoke with me, and it is what it is. It's fine.
Well, we certainly don't want to burn.
No, I'm not going to say anything different if I'm on the stand. So
yeah, right.
It's not, it's not a big deal. This is what it is.
Yep.
It's fine. I'm calling you back. You've reached out to me. You said that you've spoken with the prosecuting attorney already. So as far as I'm concerned, they gave you a report. So if someone's going to give you a report, I I feel that you have the free reins to contact wherever you want to get an opinion from it, and
Yep.
to get opinion from the person who did it is probably the best person to talk to.
Yep.
So if they didn't want you to talk to me, they should have gave your word. So
Yeah.
that's how I look at it. So you kind of that attorney has dug, the proverbial their own grave. So
Yeah.
if they didn't want you to talk to me, you should have gave your report.
Yep.
That's how you deal with that. But since he did, it is what it is. So I'm not upset with you at all. I'm
Okay.
not upset at all. But it's just the process. It's the legal game, and it's very tenuous at best, and it takes forever.
For better or for worse.
It grinds slowly. So
Yeah.
that's just my point.
Yep.
Sorry to be long-winded on that.
That's
No.
all right.
Yeah, it's not my first rodeo.
Well, I very much appreciate you being willing to talk with me. So that's
No
big.
problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
All right.
So,
We'll keep you posted.
okay, sounds good. Okay, all right, take care.
You too.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Okay, all right, bye.
Had a chokehold around him.
That's news.
I'm gonna email Laurel Camden right now. Say here's a question that you'll be hearing in the morning, or here's a
I almost think better to I think we'll get a better read on them if we don't.
surprise me.
Yeah. Don't give them time to make up a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say I'm going to add a paragraph to my victim impact statement if we get that far. I'm going to say to the judge, I spoke with Dr. Norfleet yesterday.
Right.
And this is what he said.
He said it.
There are injuries around my dad's neck that are consistent with a chokehold.
And would not have been caused by.
Positional asphyxia.
Where's the positional asphyxia?
That's me, and that's you doing the research.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
if you're in this position,
Okay. Oh, and to also point out, the prosecutor never even spoke with the doctor who did the coroner.
Mr. Parks, are you a medical expert? Do you understand what you're reading?
Yeah.